Well, hello. Over here in the United States, just a couple days after Thanksgiving, and I was having a conversation with a friend via text. We had wished each other happy Thanksgiving, and then I followed up with her afterwards and asked how it was going. She asked me how it went, etc. And one of the interesting things is that in that moment, in the middle of our text conversation, I have a pivot opportunity where I thought, am I going to be really honest and upfront with her about how my Thanksgiving went? Or am I going to just be like, oh, yeah, it was fine. It was a good meal. Got to see some family and whatever. And I thought, no, I'm going to tell her how it went for me. Now, just for the record, my Thanksgiving experience was not like this horrible, bad for the record books kind of experience. Okay. I know some people have some big trauma in their lives and things going on. In their extended family that make things complicated, etc. I don't necessarily have that going on right now. However, my Thanksgiving was not as enjoyable as I think it could have been. And again, for the record, I'm not talking about the meal, okay? The meal was delicious. It was great. Got to see some extended family, okay? So I'm talking about Thanksgiving. And the reason I wanted to talk about this a little bit here today is because really what's more important is recognizing that myself and also my friend, we each had an opportunity through our exchange to admit and be honest about how we were doing and how we were feeling about how things were going. And so the bigger lesson and the bigger, if we kind of pull back from what was going on and we look at it from the 10,000 foot view, the lesson that I think here is how important it is as an individual person to stop and recognize those opportunities that come your way to communicate and share with somebody else about how you're feeling about something. And in that moment, making that choice to say, okay, is this the thing that I want to do? Is this important? And also thinking about, well, who is that person I'm sharing it with, right? Like, is it a safe place? Do I feel comfortable sharing with them? Will I be seen and heard, etc.? And in doing that, I also created a space for her to communicate to me some frustrations that she had with her Thanksgiving experience. For her, it was specific to the meal and some stuff that was going on with her immediate family. And so what it did is it opened this opportunity, this space for she and I to communicate and to support each other. And to me, I think that that's really important to take that opportunity to say, wow, how am I really doing? Am I getting what I need out of my holiday? And am I doing what I need to do so that I'm enjoying my holiday? And I feel like that is a perfect example of self-compassion and having compassion and recognizing it for yourself. So if this is something that happened to you too, if you're like, whoa, time out. This is not what I was hoping to have happen, okay? If that's going on for you, then I invite you to stop and say, well, okay, if that's not what you wanted, what do you want? And I think that the compassionate thing here in this is slowing down and stopping and pausing and saying, what is my mind saying? What is my heart saying? What is it that I really want for my Thanksgiving? Okay? Because it's not always about fulfilling other people's expectations, right? It's your holiday. What is it you're wanting to get out of it? But if you don't even know what you're looking to get out of it, and then later you get all upset and you're cranky pants about it, it's kind of on you. That's not very fair to other people. When you haven't slowed down and decided, what is it that I'm looking for my holiday? Okay, so again, I wanted to bring this up because I think sometimes we're like, I just expect everybody else to figure it out and to know what makes me happy. And if they don't figure it out, well then, I don't like them. Shame on them. Why aren't they whatever, right? I don't think that's very fair. And I think it starts to breed those emotions that are very much tied to a lack of compassion for yourself and a lack of compassion for your family members. And so maybe, just maybe, this little message today will hit you and will help you to think about, how do I want to spend my Thanksgiving next year? And a little suggestion for you, go to your calendar around like October 1st for next year, put a little note on your calendar and ask yourself the question, how do I want my Thanksgiving to go this year? Because right now, you're thinking about it, but when that holiday rolls around next year, are you going to remember? So do that for yourself. Put that little message there as a reminder for yourself so that you can get the most out of your Thanksgiving, or insert whatever holiday it is that is going on, because depending on when you're watching this, right, it applies to any of those. And maybe, just maybe, it'll give you an opportunity to have a little bit more compassion for yourself, communicate better with others that are in that immediate circle that you might be spending that time with for Thanksgiving, and also ask them, what is it that you're wanting out of Thanksgiving? How can we do this better, different, whatever, right? It might be one of the most compassionate conversations that you may have during the holidays. All right, my friends, keep going, right? Keep going in your efforts to be compassionate. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you again.